Hello, everybody. David Shuster here. Anxieties are growing in the Republican Party over a potential midterm election wipeout. Polls now show that a third of independent voters who supported Donald Trump in 2024 say they will not support him or his party again. Even some registered Republicans are publicly renouncing Trump, and these Republicans are making for remarkable television when they call into C-SPAN.
And Robert, Cleveland, Ohio, Republican, you're on Open Forum.
Well, I'd like to first say I apologize to all of America and all of Americans. I was a diehard Republican. I cannot believe I drank the Kool-Aid, okay? I am guilty. I drank the Kool-Aid of Donald J. Trump.
Robert from Cleveland was just getting warmed up. He accused Trump of lying, shredding the Constitution, and taking away voting rights.
This man is ruining the Constitution of the United States. What's going on in these southern states, Louisiana and Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, they're taking away the vote from the black man, the fight from the black people that are part of our country. They're stealing their vote. They're making it null and mean nothing. And we need to, I don't know what we need to do, but I'm not going to vote for Donald Trump. I know that this country, if you see all the corruption, the billions of dollars that the Trump family is grabbing, and he says it's never about the money. It's all about the money, the lies that come out of this man's mouth. Everything he says is not true is exactly what is true. And I don't know what needs to be done, but the Democrats need to grab the helm and lead the people what we need to do. They are overwhelming the system of democracy.
And at that point, C-SPAN host Mimi Geerges cut in and asked Robert from Cleveland about his reference to the Trump MAGA cult.
So, Robert, when you said you drank the Kool-Aid, what was it about President Trump that appealed to you initially, and what was it that made you break with him?
I mean, just seeing the lies. He put us in a war. All Donald Trump wants right now is for a clean face. He wants the Strait of Hormuz open. Guess what? Before he went there, it was open, and the gas prices were beautiful. I mean, everything this man touches, he's putting up gold statues of himself. I mean, when are people going to wake up? Now, I drank the Kool-Aid. How did I drink the Kool-Aid? I can't even answer that. I don't know if it was those stupid rallies I went to, look, I got rid of my Make America Great Again hat, okay? I got rid of that. I can't even believe I wore that hat. So that's where I'm at. I don't know what to say anymore.
All right, Robert.
Among former Trump supporters, the destruction of MAGA merchandise has become something of a trend.
Images of MAGA supporters literally burning their red MAGA hats are going viral online. And all of this comes a day after Trump berated Republicans as, quote, stupid and foolish for wanting more information about the disgraced financier who died by suicide while in federal custody.
That was a reference, of course, to some Republican lawmakers and a lot of MAGA folks wanting more information about Jeffrey Epstein. As it stands, Donald Trump's Department of Justice is still withholding nearly 3 million pages of Epstein documents. Many former MAGA Trump voters also connect their anger to the Iran war after Donald Trump pledged in 2024 to stop U.S. wars and focus on America first. C-SPAN, as a public platform, has become a national treasure in the Trump era, and not just because of the viewer phone calls. The channel's straight, emotionless approach to politics underscores the absurdity of all things Trump.
President Trump spoke to reporters outside the Oval Office after having McDonald's delivered via the online food ordering service DoorDash. He then took questions from reporters on several topics, including the ongoing conflict with Iran and a recent Truth Social post depicting himself as Jesus, which he denies, saying he thought it depicted him as a doctor.
That was a reference in the exceptionally unique C-SPAN style to this. Trump posted this image on social media, and then, amidst the controversy, Trump claimed he thought it depicted him as a doctor. Still, C-SPAN's greatest value may be in giving voice and real emotions to voters across the political spectrum. And the apology phone calls from former Trump voters keep coming. A few months ago, there was this.
voted for the president, supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obamas. What an embarrassment to our country. All this man does is tell lies. He is not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes blatantly, and now he's being a racist blatantly. They were supposed to deport the dangerous criminals. They were not supposed to go after small children, storm schools, bring terror upon, the little kids and the women and children, not just the immigrants in the school. All the children are scared. I'll close my call.
John, I've got a lot of people waiting, so let me go to John in Syracuse, New York.
There was no reaction, no emotion from the C-SPAN host. And that approach made the C-SPAN viewer phone call stand out even more, because C-SPAN gives the feelings of voters, their regrets, their apologies, an unfiltered and unedited platform. There's no distraction from the C-SPAN host, no diminishing what the caller says, and no hyping it. The callers and their feelings are the only stars on the C-SPAN viewer call-in programs. And the C-SPAN broadcasts that show congressional hearings or White House speeches also have no filter or editorializing. The concept is simple, powerful, and comforting. Viewers know they can express what is truly on their mind without being judged on live TV. So the unvarnished calls keep coming, and increasingly, the Trump voters are apologizing and baring their souls. It is a rare, real-time glimpse into the perspective of many ordinary Americans, and it's yet another reason why Republicans seeking election this year are panicking and anxious. By the way, Republican strategist Karl Rove now says he believes that Democrats are going to win control of Congress, even if Republicans get a boost from redistricting.
Even if the Republicans pull it off, that means between 8 to 12 offset by 5 to 6. So the Republicans may pick up a net of 3 or maybe of 6. Now, maybe that's enough to control the House, but maybe not, because that'd be a very small number of seats that would be lost otherwise. And with the president's approval rating where it is and with the normal malaise that we have, it's hard to believe that the Republican losses are only going to be 5 or 6 seats.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular from John, who wrote, splitting an urban black district and joining it with 3 white suburban districts could result in 3 new Democratic seats. Great point. I look forward to reading your comments about Donald Trump's voters apologizing to America live on C-SPAN and throwing away their MAGA hats. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.